Yo, what's up with y'all boys and girls, man? Hey, it's Jay Briggs here continuing to cook up this NBA action, man. Y'all know we do it on the jam session. We cook up every single game, every single day, man. Money making Sunday, my favorite day of the week. We got NFL and NBA action going on today. Y'all know we do it on the gym session, man. We cook up every single game, every single day. Yesterday was another money-making day for us. We went 3-1 on the premium side. We smashed our NBA Player of the Day with the Utah Jazz. They're officially now off the do not bet list. We trust them at home, at the crib. We've seen the signs and tendencies that they're about to return to the same Utah Jazz team from a season ago. Shout out to Jazz, man, off of the DNB. Today, man, I think today's card is kind of tough. As of right now, currently, I only have one play I bet officially, and that's my NBA Player of the Day. Of course, you can scoop that up over at Pickdawgz Premium. Today's show is going to be kind of like yesterday's, where I'm just gonna spit it at you. You feel me? I'm just gonna let y'all know how I'm feeling, get y'all in and out of here, and try to make some money on a money-making Sunday. Officially at Pickdawgz Premium today, I think I have 5 plays total: 4 NFL, 1 NBA. Possibly 2 NBA. We'll talk about all the games here in a second. But hey, it's been a really solid week, even better weekend, and we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward. So without further ado, let's talk about tonight's NBA action, man. First game up, we got the Boston Celtics laying 8.5 points on the Minnesota Timberwolves. Total 221.5. We're in Boston for this one. I would lean towards Minnesota. The Boston Celtics just haven't been a dominant cover team this season. If you've been betting Boston, you're actually down money. They just haven't been a great cover team. They're still, in my opinion, the best team in the NBA, the best team in the league. But when it comes to laying points, I think they're a little overrated and a little overvalued. Minnesota, they have been basically a 500 basketball team. But I think here on the road, I think we see them compete. This is 2 teams that were in their deserved conference finals a season ago. This should be a good game. I think Minnesota gives it their best effort. I hate betting Minnesota when they're laying points. That's those spots and situations where they're the house of disappointment. But when they're getting points, especially a lot of points like this, I can trust Minnesota in these style spots, in these situations. I think they come in here and maybe even have a legitimate shot to win it outright. I'm going to grab the points with Minnesota here in this one. Next game up, we head to Indiana, where the Pacers are laying 11.5 points on the Washington Wizards. Bounce back game at home at the crib for Indiana is how I see this game. I know they've lost 4 of their last 5. They've lost 3 straight games by a pretty wide margin. Lost to Toronto on the road by 11. Got aired out in Houston. Got lost to Milwaukee by 12. They've been terrible on the road. We've known that. They have not been good on the road this season. At home is where we've been able to trust them. And I think this is a bounce-back spot at home, where they just kick the crap out of a team. They're head and shoulders better than the Wizards. Hey, in the month of November, they've lost every single game by double digits except for 1. And that one game, they were on the road in San Antonio. Spurs beat them by 9. So, not overcomplicating this game. I don't want to even look in the direction of Washington. This should be a bounce-back spot at home for Indiana. They should kick the crap out of Washington in this spot. Indiana has a nice little homestand on the horizon against some pretty bad teams. So Indiana might start to show us those signs and tendencies from a season ago. Let's keep it rolling. Next game up, we head to Miami, where the Heat. Right now, currently, I see 2.5-point home favorites over my favorite team, the Dallas Mavericks. Mavs are injured. Luka Doncic, he will not play tonight. And Daniel Gafford, I see, is game-time decision. For Miami, Terry Rozier, game-time decision, and Jimmy Butler, game-time decision. Both of these 2 teams are equipped and can play good basketball without their stars. Miami's done it a lot without Jimmy Butler. We have a really good sample size of that. And Dallas, I trust them even without Luka Doncic. Kyrie Irving has shown over his career that he can hoop when his co-star is out. Look what he did in Brooklyn. Look what he's done here in Dallas. Look how he played, in the grand scheme of things when his stars are out. And we just saw the Mavs go to Denver and beat the Nuggets, where the Nuggets go stupid, dummy, crazy. No Luka. I think they'll be just fine down here in Miami. The Mavs have looks really good. They've won 4 straight, looking for their 5th straight win. On the road is typically where we like betting Dallas anyway. Remember, they were the #1 road money-making team last year. I'm on Dallas in this one. I think this is a legitimate 50-50 game. I don't even think it's that, really. I think the Mavs should be favored, even in Miami, even minus Luka. Just my thoughts, just my opinions. I'm on Dallas, outright money line, and plus the points. Let's keep it pushing. We head to Philadelphia, where the Sixers are 1.5-point home dogs with the Los Angeles Clippers coming in. I'm on the Clippers, continuing to fade Philadelphia until they show a pulse, until they show signs, until they show tendencies. They're the worst team in the NBA. They have the worst record in the NBA, even worse than the Wizards. I know, bro. I know it's hard to look at them in that manner with the talent they have on that team. I actually like their starting lineup a lot. One thing that's really killed them this season is injuries. Still killing them right now currently. Embiid not playing tonight. Paul George not playing tonight. Kyle Lowry not playing tonight. I don't trust him. I don't trust him. Maxey and McCain, I don't know if that's enough to carry, man. I don't. For the Clippers, Norman Powell still out. That is a pretty big blow, but the Clippers have played solid here recently, and I don't really want to step in front of them. So I think if you're betting Philadelphia, you're trying to catch a falling knife. I hate doing that. So until they show me a pulse, they're really on the automatic fade list. We're taking the Los Angeles Clippers. We'll lay the 1.5 on the road. Next game up, we head to Cleveland, where the Cavs are laying 12.5 points on the Toronto Raptors. Total 234.5. Interesting game here, man. Honestly, I could make an argument going both ways. That's what makes this game tough. Cleveland is head and shoulders the better basketball teams. Of course, 16-1 this season. Also one of the best ATS teams this year. Actually, the #1 ATS team this year. My fault, Cleveland. I don't know why I'm talking about y'all like that. 13-4 against the number are the Cleveland Cavs. So if you've been betting Cleveland, you've made a really pretty penny, man. They've covered in 76.5% of their games. But guess who's #2? The Toronto Raptors, man. Toronto 11-5 against the number. They've covered in 68.8% of their games. Toronto's been a really good cover team, man, and I think they have a legitimate shot to come here and cover this game as well. The Cavs are slightly banged up in this one. Strus out, LeVert out, Dean Wade out, Okoro game time decision. One reason why we really love Cleveland is they're a pretty deep team. A lot of that depth is out here in this one. Cleveland is still head and shoulders the better basketball team, but the way Toronto has covered spreads, and with Cleveland banged up, I lean towards Toronto plus the points in this one. I do. 12.5 is a lot of lumber to lay. I think Cleveland still wins the game. Would I be shocked if they won by 15? No, I wouldn't. But I also wouldn't be shocked out either if the Raptors, lost by 6, 7, 8. I think that's more likely what's to happen here. So I'm just grabbing the points with a really good Toronto Raptors team. Y'all know me. I love betting bad teams that love to cover. I love doing that shit, man, and we're going to do it here. Cleveland, solid team. They're going to be, we can't say enough nice things about Cleveland. Just don't really like the spot for them today. That's all it is. Give me the Raptors. Not even a game I'm rushing to the window to bet. I'm just letting y'all know my thoughts. And last and final game of the night, we're in Sacktown, where the Kings are laying 9.5 points on the Nets. I don't trust the Kings right now, bro. I've been trying to give the Kings every chance and opportunity, and they just never do it. So I'm just not going to overcomplicate it. Brooklyn, solid ATS team, man. Love betting bad teams that love to cover. And that's what Brooklyn has done this season. 10-5-1 against the number. They've covered in 66.7% of their games. Sometimes, man, it's not fun betting these teams. I get it. How in the hell they lost that dominantly to Philadelphia the other day? I don't know. They were competing and up most of that game. And then all of a sudden, they weren't. But I think we'll be fine in this game. I do. Wow, my light went out. I think we'll be fine in this game. We should be all right. I like the Nets plus the points. I don't trust the Kings right now. And that's going to conclude this episode of my NBA Jam Session. As always, I appreciate each and every one of you that continue to tune in and watch this video. Sorry for the technical difficulties there at the end, but, information's still the same. I lean Nets there. I'm not even totally in love with the game. I'm not even totally in love with the card today. Max, I have 3 NBA games bet. Right now, only 2. You can scoop both of those up at Pickdawgz Premium. You can scoop up all what I got going on today over there as well. NFL and NBA going on, money making Sunday. It's been a really solid week, an even better weekend. And we're just trying to keep the momentum rolling forward to close it out. So appreciate y'all boys and girls, man. See y'all tomorrow. I'll be back to regular schedule programming tomorrow. I promise. I promise, for real. I'll be back to regular schedule programming. I'll see y'all then. I'm out of here. Peace.